So I want to talk about one of the long-standing debates within video marketers, and that's the idea of whether or not I want to host my videos or I want to post my videos. So I'll explain this in a little bit more detail through the next few slides. So this is an important question for a few reasons. So you have a website, right? You want to get people to your website, and one of the methods that you want to use to get people to your website is video. So you have a few options when you ask yourself that question. What do I do if I want to get video and I want to use it to get people to my website? The first one is, of course, the one that everybody says is put your videos on YouTube. So this is the posted method, right? Your videos are hosted on YouTube and you send traffic to there, or you embed videos on your website from YouTube. So YouTube is the host and they store your videos and they give you the analytics for your videos, but they're on YouTube ultimately, right? So that's the posted method. The hosted method is where your videos are hosted by you, they're run from your server, and they're not on YouTube's server at all. So if somebody wants to get on your video, they have to go to your website. Now, there's some pros and cons to each one of these, and I want to illustrate them here. Specifically, the posted method using YouTube has a number of pros, right? First and foremost, that's not on here, but the biggest one being is that YouTube is huge, right? It is, without question, the biggest video network on the web right now. So if you want to promote video, it almost seems kind of foolish to say, I'm not going to use YouTube to do it because I want them to come to my website. That's further compounded by the fact that it's free, right? You can use it for free. It has so much more visibility in video than any other network. The setup is a breeze, right? You don't have to do anything fancy. All you have to do is put your video on there and it goes through all the hard work of playing it, and you get great analytics, right? You find out where people came from, how often they came there, and what they did. Do they like it? Do they not like it? What kind of comments am I getting in response? You get feedback. Now the cons, of course, are primarily the lack of control, right? If you put things in another person's hands, you can't control what happens to them. So if Google doesn't like something that's in your video or thinks it violates a copyright, it will pull it. If they see something in your video that they don't think is appropriate, they'll pull it. They have full control over when your content stays and leaves within their network. Also, a big one for me is the distance to your call to action. So if I build a video, even if I embed it, even if I promote the heck out of it, and I send tons of people in and lots of people see it, then at the end of the day, most cases they're going to be on YouTube, and I got to get them from YouTube now to my website. Now, every single call to action has some fallout, and there's fallout there. So getting them from YouTube to my website is going to result in a loss of traffic, no question. An additional piece of it is that I'm giving YouTube rank. So I'm promoting my YouTube URLs. So all of that link juice, so to speak, that I'm sending, YouTube's just getting it and eating it up. They're not giving any of it back to me, so I'm not getting the direct benefit from the SEO work that I do on my videos. YouTube gets all of that. I get none of it. So that's the posted pros and cons. You can see that there's a number of pros and there's a number of cons. So let's compare that to the hosted. The hosted version, where they're on my own website, is great because they're on my own website. If I know that they want video and I serve them video and they come to my website to check out the video, it's very easy for me to get them to the next step. The other part of that is that I'm getting the credit for that. So I earn that traffic, right? I either earned it from search, I paid for it, they're coming to me now, and they're on my website, and they're in my funnel. Every single piece of traffic has a conversion rate. So I'm making money no matter what, or I'm getting something out of that traffic at some rate. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but it's coming to me now. Now, the other part of that is, of course, the branding and awareness. If I'm looking to build my name and they come into my video directly to my website, it helps me establish my brand and build awareness. There's quite a few times where I've watched YouTube videos where I couldn't tell you who shot them. I could have liked them, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to go find that person out again. It's very easy for me to say, I went to this website and they had great video content. It's a lot harder for me to say, I saw this guy on YouTube and I want to go find more of his stuff. It's a bigger step for me to take. Now, there's a number of major cons to the hosted method too. The analytics are a lot more difficult. It's a lot harder to see what's going on with video content when I host it on my own website. Um, in addition to that, I need a video player. So I need to embed a player, and I need to add my videos to the player, and it's a lot more clunky than it is just saying, oh, we'll let YouTube do it. And the other benefit, of course, letting YouTube do it is the cost. So hosting on something like Amazon S3, their servers, is not very expensive, right? But it does incur a cost, right? Every single time somebody plays a video, they're using my bandwidth on my server, and it's costing me money versus YouTube. So that's a big con. Now, the other pro that isn't on here, though, is that if I have video on my own website, I can rank it in Google search, which I can't do as easily with YouTube, or I can do it, but I'm ranking a YouTube URL. I'm not ranking a URL from my website. So if you have an area where it's super competitive and you know that there's video in the top 10, but you can't get to search in the top 10, I would consider hosting, because if I host my own videos, I promote them, I could get into the top 10 for video search results a lot faster than I can for natural search results. So what's my recommendation? I mean, I'm all over the place here. I like one, I like the other, I like them both. So the reality of it is that if you submit a video sitemap and you build links to your hosted videos, you may be able to get both to rank. So if I'm promoting my YouTube videos and I'm promoting my own embedded videos on my own website, I can have my own website rank for video results. There's no reason that I can't have that. I just need to start to look at video sitemaps and link building. But in the short term, I would advise you to choose what you're most comfortable with and what your time and resources can permit. So if you don't have the amount of time necessary to set up the proper hosted platform, then don't do it. If you don't have the money to set up to host videos on your own websites, don't do it. It's not like you have a big, huge disadvantage by hosting on YouTube. There are some pluses and minuses to both, but the reality of it is the best case scenario is to use both, because you can get your videos ranked in both. So you can get your URL to show up, get traffic from that, but you can also get the direct traffic from YouTube. So the best case scenario is that you have best of both worlds. You capture as much traffic as possible from that one single piece of content, and then you compare them to see what works the best.